list, giving you the business. Y'all got a list, giving you the business.
Yo, welcome to another episode of the Sipp City Podcast. Y'all already know how it go. It's your boy Terrence, the host with the most. You know what I'm saying? We got the co-host over here, Mr. T-E-Z, Mr. I Got Random Rants.
In the house, baby.
You know what I'm saying? We got the young gun over here, Mr. D. White, Mr. F.O.E.
You know I'm here every motherfucking day. And I want to start this out by saying everybody go follow Sipp City Podcast on Instagram, subscribe, like, getting them notifications, getting them comments. Everybody just keep on sharing. Tell your mama, your brother, your cousin. Everybody follow Sipp City. We going that way.
Y'all already know how it go. We going up. We ain't going down. We going forward. We ain't going backward. Man, what y'all boy been up to, man, over the weekend, throughout the week, man? Shit, what y'all been up to?
Same thing, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like I need to go to rehab or something, man. I just been drinking and eating.
She going through anthropology or something?
Man, it just, you know what I'm saying? You ain't really got much to do. Everything's shut down, you know. I'm just trying to figure out. I need to get a hobby. I think I'm going to go buy me a bike.
So you going to get your bicycle?
Start exercising or something, man. You know what I'm saying? Anybody got recommendations on a good bike?
Walmart, all I can tell you.
They ain't got no bikes in Walmart.
Maybe you can find you want to rebuild it or something.
I don't know. I need to come up with something. Anybody got a bike for sale, a good bike, hit me up. Got cash on deck.
All right, what's your cash out?
I ain't doing no cash out. We're gonna do hand-to-hand exchange.
For sure.
What you been on to, D?
Man, I've been just working, man. You know what I'm saying? I hear y'all. I got a lot of people hitting me up talking about interviews and trying to link up, man. I appreciate all the love. I appreciate everybody who been taking time out to fuck with us and really check out what we got going on. And I've been getting a whole lot of positive feedback, and we got people out here that really, really want to link up with us. Shout out to y'all. We're going to get to y'all. 2020 finna be a big year for Sipp City. Just stay tuned. I promise you. Like, we finna be everywhere. Just stay tuned.
Yeah, it's a move finna be made. It's gonna be major when it come down to it. Shit, hell, I'm fresh off that highway yesterday, man. Coming back from Cashville, Tennessee.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? For all the layman turn Nashville, Tennessee. Had to go up there and take care of a few little different things and stuff like that. Man, it was pretty nice. Hell, I ended up going through a damn hailstorm.
Damn.
Boy, at one time here, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was in the face of danger, but I wish the hell would have towed my vehicle up. I could have got it paid off.
Well, it didn't happen.
Damn sure didn't. But I appreciate the Lord for the blessings, you know what I'm saying? We made it through. No harm,
That's
no
good.
foul.
That's good. We're glad you made it back safely. You know, didn't have no big hiccups.
Right. You already know it, man. So y'all been catching that Jordan documentary. Y'all been keeping up with it, man, since it dropped out. Shit, what y'all done seen on it lately?
I missed it last night. I ain't really gonna be honest. I missed it. I was 3 sheets in the wind. I thought I was gonna be able to catch it on the replay, but ended up I ain't get in the bed probably about 5 a.m.
What you doing?
I'm telling you, I've been binge drinking.
You got some problems you want to talk about or something? Everything okay?
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna put you out there, but somebody at the table was over there for a while with me.
I did make it home before then. Shit, you been checking it out, man?
Oh, for sure. You know what I'm saying? I got to do my homework on the sports, and you know what I'm saying? Like I say, you know what I'm saying? Just got to get Tez what he really want. He want me to say Jordan the GOAT. He's just so ready for me to say Jordan the GOAT, but he is not to me. Somebody else he might be, but Jordan was one of the best like talents, whether it was, you know what I'm saying, the way he carried himself, the way he worked hard, the way he played on the court, but he was able to separate himself from the rest so much to a point where it was a point in time where you couldn't even say basketball without Jordan. You had people in China, you got people in all these third world countries that know Jordan.
Yeah, that's true.
So Jordan was big not only for himself, he was big for the Chicago Bulls, he was big for the NBA, he was good for the whole sport of basketball, he was good for the country of America, really.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So hey, I gotta give that nigga all his respect. I take that back. I gotta give that man all his respect. He earned it. You know what I'm saying? So hey, I can just pray to be as half as successful as Jordan. So hey,
Shoot,
I ain't got nothing negative.
Don't even give me half. Give me. Give me 10% of his success and I'm straight.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't hate. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta give respect where respect is due, cause it take hard work to get what you want.
one stat that I point out and that's pretty really amazing. Out of the 3 back-to-back championships that they won, 6 total.
Yeah.
And really, which is an amazing fact, they never went to a game 7.
That's true. They never went for a game 7. They went 6-0 in the finals.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Never lost a final series.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, whew, man, that's a hard feat to swallow, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, in so many words, how can you not get a man the GOAT status?
He had the best team and the best coach. But one thing I did not know is that it's always a hating. It's always a man that got the different color skin.
Yeah.
That want to control you. That want to think that you got to where you at because of him. And that's crazy.
Are
Like,
you talking about the infamous Jerry Krause?
yeah, it's always somebody that just stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't care for Jerry Krause myself, to be honest with you, man. You know, he came in making a lot of power moves that wasn't needed at that time. You know what I'm saying? The team itself was already great before he got there.
The best
Scotty
team.
wanted to kill him.
Jordan did to all the boys, especially when he said Phil Jackson wasn't coming back.
Oh yeah.
I think that just left a sour taste in everybody, man. I was like, man, this dude ain't no getting to him. Like, you know how you constantly, I'm pretty sure they had meeting after meeting, like, man, don't break this team up. Don't break what we got going. We got something good going. This shit can be greater than anything that ever fucking happened in sports.
If they could have kept it together,
If they could have kept
how
it
many of
together.
y'all think y'all think they would have got at least maybe two more?
Easy.
Yeah, easily get 2 more. I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised to see them do another 3-peat if they could have kept that team together like that. You know, I mean, even in the same semblance though, I mean, I gotta give respect to the players like Jordan, Pippen. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Phil not gonna be there, we not playing. You know what I'm saying? That's something I have to give respect up for, because, you know what I'm saying, it's like you started with, you know what I'm saying, somebody. Well, I ain't gonna say Mike started with him, but they started winning championships with Phil. And it's like, we got a championship mentality, we got a championship pedigree. Why all of a sudden want to break that up because you're not really vibing with the coach right now? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to be able to set your differences aside and still be able to put on the show. You dig what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. And one thing about Phil that I didn't, realize, Phil was wild.
Yeah.
Back in the
Young
game.
Phil.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't feel something serious.
Phil was off the chain. He dropping acid and mushrooms and
He was a
snorting
hippie.
powder, smoking weed. Who was that coach now? I think he used to coach for the Spurs.
Popovich.
I think that's all. One of them. I think that's all he do is smoke weed now. He got a whole green room where he grow his own weed and smoke. Is it Popovich or was it Tom
It's definitely
Johnson?
not Popovich.
It might have been Tom Jonovich. I can't recall that one right off the top.
He be getting down, Jack. He smokes good.
I think it is Rudy Tom Jonovich.
He
I think it
smokes
is.
good every day.
You know, and then now I want to ask y'all about something as far as the Last Dance special or whatever. How did y'all feel about the remarks that MJ made about he still hate the bad boy Pistons to this day? You know,
That's just good. That's just the competitive fire, because I still hate my little league team I was in rivalry with back in the day. And I bet some of us still hate our high school rival to this day.
Oh my God,
it ain't that
yeah.
you hate the person. It's just you know what I'm saying? It became like an enemy kind of. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say real enemy because you don't want. Some of it got hurt. Some people got hurt in some situations like that, some rivalry shit. But
Yeah.
But now, don't you think that's taking it a little bit too far? And I know, in sports and everything, there's a lot of passion and everything but as far as me just wanting to kill somebody, I mean, I ain't never.
nah, he don't want to kill him, man.
You talking about Jordan going towards Isaiah, or you talking about like the bad boy Pearson going at Jordan?
But yeah, the way they was going at it, man. Yeah, they was trying to kill him.
Well, yeah.
This has always been a rule. You know what I'm saying? Whether you playing, pickup or high school or whatever, you don't. Somebody going up for a dunk, you don't run up on them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's trying to hurt somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they did that several times. They ain't care.
Well, I mean, they the one that instituted in the whole Jordan rule.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Once you foul him one time, the other two or three don't count. So I mean, I feel Jordan on that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? When you got somebody that's literally just sitting back, basically just beating on your ass for no reason because you don't like my game. I mean, I could hold some animosity towards that.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know, I seen a couple different reports. You know what I'm saying, where they let Isaiah kind of speak his mind on it, and you know what I'm saying. It's like Isaiah was like he don't feel that Jordan is necessarily mad at him. But Jordan has his right, you know what I'm saying, to be able to, to feel the way he felt, you know what I'm saying. And Stephen A. Smith came up with basically saying like, he said he had spoke with MJ directly. MJ was like he doesn't necessarily hate Isaiah per se, but you know what I'm saying. After time, it done, it ain't gonna say it done healed all wounds, but he can kind of accept it and get over it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying.
But there's some like them boys went at it, like they went at it for, and there's some things like Jordan just said, there's some things that he just can't, you know what I'm saying, forgive him for. And all Isaiah can do is just take it as a man to keep rolling. Mm-hmm. And I like the way them boys still handle it though. It's not getting, it can easily get petty. Isaiah can come out with some things he didn't like about Jordan and make everybody, you know what I'm saying, because both of them got a valid point. You know what I'm saying. Yeah. Isaiah walking out the court like that, he ain't really mean to disrespect you. It was just really just bring. It's just an emotional moment. You know what I'm saying. It was just a heat of the moment type of decision. And if Joe want to hold it against him against the rest of his life, then it is what it is.
Well, they say Jordan's super competitive now, so they say Jordan don't let nothing go. You know what I'm saying. Jordan still hold motherfucking grudges against his high school coach that wouldn't even let him on the team.
I just would have loved to be Jordan's friend because the more I keep watching, the more I realize he had a real live gambling problem. And I'm not gonna say it's a gambling problem. It's really like a competitive problem because he'll gamble me. He just want. And I'm the same way. That's why I like to gamble. I want to see you at your best. Mm-hmm. I don't care if all you got is $5. But I know for that $5 you're gonna play your best. I play for $5. That's how Jordan was. He'll play for big money, small money. If you had it and if you want to compete, he wanted to play you at your best, and that's just the attitude he had. Yeah. But I would love to be his friend. Goddamn, I like to gamble. Like that gambling nigga like him.
I can imagine if I get in his pocket for a couple of million.
Over, he gonna be ready to get broke. Come on, he gonna be calling me every day. Come on.
But yeah, I can just imagine how. I mean, that's just living. I guess that's just living your best life right there. You know what I'm saying? You be able to wake up, play ball, gamble. I ain't worried about no money. You know what I'm saying? You saying earlier he turned down that $100 million to do a 2-hour special.
Yeah, two-hour event where all he had to do was show up for 2 hours, and he would have got $100 million.
Who does that?
Jordan. He said if he got it, I mean, basically he need it.
Ain't many things that I'm gonna turn down for $100 million.
I don't like reports like that. I hate reports that give you half the goddamn story. Like, let me know what the hell the event was.
Well, it doesn't necessarily say what the event was.
Disclose it, but I mean,
I think they should got them and put that shit out there to make me feel like, oh, maybe I would have turned that $100 million down myself. Or this one dumb decision he made. I want to know what the event was. Like, what did he turn down?
Because
everybody. Or did he turn it down because he didn't want to do it, or maybe he just had too much going on. maybe he just couldn't make it. It's like they give you half the fucking story.
Yeah.
According to his agent, he said, I bought him a deal 3 years ago for $100 million. All he had to do was, other than giving his name and likeness, make a 2-hour appearance to announce the deal, and he turned it down. Agent said, without providing any additional details on the deal. Agent says, God bless him. He's been so successful. It gives him an opportunity to do whatever the hell he wants or not do things that he doesn't want.
Is that a quote? Whatever.
Yeah, that's a quote.
For sure.
Yeah, it's a quote. He said, I really admire that he's very, very selective in the thing he wants to be involved in. And, even parlaying off of that right there, I mean, with him, it's big in the news now that he was talking about the Republican buy sneakers too thing. I don't know if y'all remember when that happened back in the Gap. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Where now he's like, go ahead, I'm sorry.
You got it.
Where he was like, basically, I mean, I'm not putting my shoes out there just for this certain select of people. You know what I'm saying? Republicans buy sneakers too. And he said, I think it came out in the special, right? Where he was like, basically, I mean, I said it in jest. I didn't just basically make no direct quote. It was took that way.
Basically, what he was saying was he didn't want to be that person. He didn't want to be political. He didn't want to be a part of that because they wanted him to back a Democrat coming out of North Carolina. Mm-hmm. Because, that's his home. That's where he's from, North Carolina. So they wanted him to be kind of like a political activist. Mm-hmm. And he just did not want to do that.
Yeah. You can't ask everybody to do that. That's not everybody's lane. Everybody's not comfortable doing it. The ones that are, i.e. LeBron James, D-Wade, those kind of guys, or Steph Curry. They speak out against injustices and all the time, got platform. But now I do think what he'll do is, he do things more under the radar. Mm-hmm. You feel me?
And I don't mean to cut you off, but I want you to address this because you know what I'm saying. We got people that feel like, Jordan had more success than any basketball player or maybe any athlete to ever probably play a sport. It may be a soccer player somewhere that maybe had a little bit more success, but I never heard of him. Mm-hmm. Even though he had all that success, some people feel like he just never gave back. So I want you to address that. Like, how do you feel? What do you got to say about people that, you know what I'm saying, that just gonna find something like that to say about Jordan?
I feel like whatever you amass, acquire, whatever it is, it's not mandatory that you reach back and give back. You know what I'm saying? You did it. It's something that you accomplished and something that you acquire. Most people feel, obligated to do so. Mm-hmm. But now that's up to that person. That's up to that individual. If I amass a great fortune and I had way more than I could ever, use or spend, I would feel like I'm doing mankind a disservice if I don't give back. If I don't help, the people that's closer to me. If I don't help strangers, because you got it like that. What's the use of dying with $1 billion?
What about you, big bro?
I mean, as far as monetary speaking, I don't feel like that. No individual has to go back and reach up and pull nobody back. I mean, in so many words, I'm like, we in the black community feel like that anybody that makes it, they should come back. We expect them to come back, but we should not be really expecting them to come back because the same route that they took to get out, and we can model them as far as being on the basketball court, on the football court. We could also try to model their business moves that they did because a lot of the business moves are out there. I mean, in so many words, you would hear people say, pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. Yeah, but I mean, now if that person is willing to come back and give help, whether it's give advice, whether it's open community centers, whether it's give money back, whether it's rebuild neighborhoods, rebuild homes, whatever. Now, that's a great asset to us, but I don't think that there should be an expectation on that, you know what I'm saying, coming from individuals that's made. I mean, I'm kind of...
So do you feel like as black people, we kind of like our... I know you got some people that really genuinely care about the community, but do you feel like they kind of like, once they make it, they feel kind of like pressured to goddamn it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel what you're saying. I think some of them do. I think some of them that once they do come out of the hood, that the hood feels like that they should come back in and play Sable.
No, because
But when do you get peace though? Like you work so hard to get out
because when
of
you made it,
when
it
can you
ain't
enjoy it?
you didn't make it. When you make it, you didn't make it. We made it.
That's the mentality, right?
Yeah. We made it.
So you
Man,
agree-
we
I'm
ate.
saying, like,
We finally
when-
made it.
When can you just really just be like, for a guy like Jordan, it must have been so hard. Like that's why I can't imagine being in LeBron James' shoes. Like it had to be so hard.
You can make it hard.
Like I'm talking about just watching his everyday life. This guy was just. That's why I love the documentary because it got so much all access of him just really talking about how he truly feel. Because he like, man, you think you could be Michael Jordan? He say, it's people that say they want to be like Mike, but could you be Michael Jordan for a year? And when he said, every time I even come out my hotel,
Yeah, just
it's
mobs.
straight.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah.
Mike.
You know what I'm saying? Just when can you be at peace? Cause you got so much expectation. You got people over here expect you to do this. You got people over here expect you to do this. You got these people expect you to do that. You got people that where you came from expect you to do this. Like, when can I enjoy my fruits of my goddamn labor without nobody on my dick?
It just
That's
don't
damn
happen.
Yeah, that's damn near impossible if you a celebrity.
You see
you
what I'm
like
saying?
that,
You know what I'm saying? It's
You
damn
see what I'm
impossible.
saying?
Just don't happen.
They are held up to an impossible standard.
Can you just imagine, like if my phone ring, you know what I'm saying, and I think I'm a busy person, and I get, you know what I'm saying, several calls. These guys have to have people to handle their calls.
For sure.
Yeah.
You feel me? You
Yeah.
just can't call Mike and get directly to him unless you got
no
very
money.
few
Right.
that can get that type of access. You know what I'm saying?
Or you can gamble with them and get access.
Say if you got a bet on the line, he gonna answer.
Yeah, bet on the line,
betting
yeah.
on something now, he might call you.
Hey,
Depending on what you're betting on.
Hey, they
Wanna
say
shoot a
that,
couple holes.
they say that guy would. I mean, he would bet you anything.
Did you see the dude had to go to court? He had to go testify for a dude because he was like had to pay him. He was 1.2 million debt to him. He had to pay him off 1.2.
Yeah.
You got 1.2 off Mike.
Oh, Mike.
Come on, man. I wouldn't even spend that 1.2. I just frame it. Nigga, I got this from Michael Jordan. Tearing his ass up on the golf course.
I mean, Mike himself, there's nobody above reproach. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan wasn't perfect. You know what I'm saying? He had his thing, but it's just like shit. I think what David Stern said, he even said it wasn't that detrimental, but I think Mike had to answer to the league office about him gambling
Yeah,
like
he
a
did.
couple nights
Yeah.
before a Knick game or something.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
It
The
wasn't
night
it
before.
wasn't no couple nights.
It was the night, but nigga, it
It
was a
was
couple
the
hours
day before the game.
It was 2 o'clock in the
That nigga at the
morning.
casino.
He's still getting broke in the casino. Hey man, and guess who he with? His motherfucking dad. That's where that shit started. His dad.
Say like five.
But now they
son.
did have a rumor out. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was true, but they did have a rumor out that, you know what I'm saying, they put a hit on Mike Daddy because of some gambling debt.
I wouldn't just rule that out.
No.
I ain't got nothing to prove. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen no proof, but
No, I ain't got no
I
proof
wouldn't
of
rule
that.
that out because you know what I'm saying? I heard and I seen a couple, you know what I'm saying, little documentaries of facts of the mob really making shit like that happen. They were fixing fights and doing shit like they were really doing that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's some truth to some of that shit. We don't know if it's all true, but we'll never know. But I wouldn't just rule it out.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff you can't really hear. They still talk about it nowadays. Vegas got their hands and stuff.
Yeah, I talk a lot of shit, but one thing I don't, you know what I'm saying, I don't fuck with the mob.
You don't mess with the mob.
No.
What's wrong
No.
with you? Why you don't mess with the mob?
I mean, you know what I'm saying, not like that. I ain't finna be getting, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, that fuck gonna kill your mama, your dad.
Motherfucker gonna kill the house.
Oh, damn. Leave them folks alone. I don't
Fuck
want no
with the mob.
smoke.
No,
We
not
got
like
some.
that.
We got some people really getting. Got some people really getting negative on Jordan right now about
What they saying?
about his his activity in the black community
They don't like it.
is non-existent.
Well, I feel like he owed black people a lot
He said,
because we
hold on.
supported
He
him from
said,
day one.
We got people that say he's supporting prisons. He's still coming out with these high-ass shoes.
He's supporting what now?
Prisons. He's still investing in prisons.
Now that's not true. That's not true. Now what is true? It is a Michael Jordan with the same name that is investing in prisons, but that's not that Mike.
It's not.
Michael B. Jordan. That's what it is.
No, it's not even Michael B. Jordan. It's some other guy named Michael
great
Jordan.
Michael
No,
Jordan.
it wasn't. He'll tell
It's
you.
a smart business move. I wouldn't put that past
I
Jordan.
mean,
That's smart.
look.
Would you not do it?
Look. I mean, hey,
If I had it like that and I could just see, let me see what my
you
money
niggas,
doing by a couple
you
years.
niggas running around killing motherfuckers over the shoes and going to jail. So
I
hey,
mean, we'll have some part of that too. Let me give y'all somewhere to stay and help y'all niggas out. Let me stop, 'cause that's not funny. But hey, when can this man be at peace, man? 'Cause like the expectation for him has been like high and like for years and years and years and years. Like I understand him when he say like, I already got enough on my plate. Like the political stuff, I just want to kind of stay out of it.
Right.
Cause that stuff is when you get deep off into politics, it's a dog eat dog world. Them folks will ruin you.
Yeah, they will.
They will ruin you. They will ruin you. They will ruin you.
Yeah.
So I can't blame him because he made the best decision for him. And if you look at his success, maybe he did make the best decision because you look at he might not be where he at now if he would have chose the other route.
but now I feel like he do, like you say, he commands a lot of respect, a lot of influence, and for him to grow up, you know what I'm saying, in the South, knowing the things that he knew and the things that he was up against, you know what I'm saying, why not use that influence to make it better for somebody else? That's the only thing I'm saying.
Well, I mean, everybody's not a born leader in that sense.
But
You know what I'm
you're a born leader on the court. That's all you can do is lead on the court.
No,
Exactly.
You can't
because
lead nowhere else.
Think about it, that's all he wanted to do. He didn't ask for all that extra shit.
Right.
He wanted to play basketball, but this come with it. And he accepted it, but he said, "Okay, I'm gonna accept everything, but this here,
I just ain't.
I just ain't gonna deal with that because that's a different type of ball game. This ain't what I'm great at. I'm great at hooping.
Yeah.
I'm
But
not
that's
great
why-
at politics. He could say one wrong thing,
That's why.
and they would eat him alive.
That's why
That's not
Mike
his
played.
strong suit.
That's why Mike played it safe. But I look at somebody like Muhammad Ali, that's considered the greatest also, and he put it all on the line.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But you got to realize too, Muhammad Ali was part of a religious nation that was
Political.
political and for the black people.
And he had a lot of backup. He didn't do it like he wasn't just out there like.
By
And then
himself.
think about it. Come on, now. Muhammad Ali did make a great sacrifice.
Yeah, he made an excellent.
But if I'm Muhammad Ali, my damn self, not Darian, not D White. If I'm Muhammad Ali, not D White, I ain't going either. I'm Muhammad Ali. I'm not going either.
It ain't even about being
Yes,
Muhammad
it
Ali.
is. It is about that,
It's just
because
about.
at
It's
the
just
end of
about
the
that
day-
he was standing up on. He stood on something. He stood on his
So
morals.
so you telling me if Muhammad Ali was not a boxer, he was a cashier clay and a factory worker, he wouldn't have win his ass over there.
No.
Come on, man.
If he wouldn't have went, you wouldn't have never knew the story because he'd been locked up and there been no more question about
No
it.
more questions. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, we could say what if all day, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, you may stand
But like I
it
said-
being in your own capacity. It may didn't have the type of same impact, but you have made small stands and said no to certain things that was outside of your character or morality. You know what
but
I'm saying?
but
That's
this
what
all
you
I'm
have to
saying.
do.
Like it's so easy to say what somebody should have did, but we ain't lived a day in their shoes.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? I could look at you and tell you right now, man, you should have did that. Why the hell tell you do that? You ain't gonna give a fuck about that because you feel like deep down inside, nigga, I made the best decision for me.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't care
I'm
how
not-
you feel, you know
but
what I'm saying?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. And like I said before, that's up to each individual. But I do think that, you know, and he probably don't get a lot of publicity for some of the things that he do because You know, I feel like he probably one of the types that don't want that shine. He don't need that.
They don't need.
You know what I'm saying? So he probably do a lot that you just don't even hear
You
about.
don't hear about, yeah. It's just my thing. I think we all. I want us to stop there. I think we get caught up and worry about what so and so should have did when you not making good decisions in your own life, in your simple life. You see what I'm saying? You got a simple life, and you making terrible decisions. So you want
him to save everybody.
So you want him to listen to you.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. You want him to listen to you. You know what he should do.
That make perfect sense.
And
he done made all the right.
You see what I'm saying?
He done made all the right decisions.
But he
done made.
You know what I'm saying? He was in the position to. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that's the problem. We focus on what he was doing instead of focus on what the hell we could be doing to make our life a little better. We focus on making better decisions for ourselves and stop worrying about what decisions Jordan making. Maybe we can do something for ourselves, man.
Got one question for you, D. Is he the greatest? Is he the GOAT?
If somebody was to say Jordan is the GOAT, I'm not going to argue against it. But if you ask me who I think the GOAT is, it won't be Jordan.
Okay. This week what? This week 3?
It's almost over.
4 and 5.
Episode 4 and 5?
I'm all the way up to 6.
Okay.
I'm all the way up to.
I told you I was going to ask you this.
Yeah, that's right. 5 and 6. Right.
Told you I was going to continue to ask you after every episode till it's over.
I never not had respect for the GOAT for Jordan.
I ain't saying that. I'm going to ask you after every episode. And that's, you know.
Just like, I'm just saying, just like right now, I got somebody who I think is the GOAT. I'm pretty sure 15 years, 20 years from now, it's going to be somebody else.
Yeah.
This shit going to keep, it ain't going to stop.
You know who really was the GOAT?
Who that?
You know who really was the GOAT?
Who that?
Y'all gonna laugh.
You better not say B.J. Armstrong, nigga.
Spud Webb.
What's the next topic?
Yeah. Wait a minute, hold on. I gotta go into that one for a second.
I can't do it. I'm not gonna entertain that man foolish.
I'm just saying, any of those guys that was undersized like that played on a high level like that, you know, they had to be really good. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying he the greatest, but I'm just saying they don't get enough credit. You know what I'm saying, for being that size.
Somebody said you are drunk.
I'm gonna say who the second, Muggsy Bogues? Like?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying those undersized type players that played at a high level, I give, you know, they don't get it. I don't think they get.
And your niece said she called you twice.
Till I saw that.
He said he saw that.
Speaking on greatness, y'all talk. I saw that video of Mike throwing some punch. How old Mike Tyson?
53.
Oh man, you get hit by one of them. What he was throwing.
You talking about the video where he was sparring with old boy?
Yeah.
Did you watch the entirety of the video?
No.
Like
I
not
don't
the full video. I'm talking about the clip that everybody was putting out.
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you see like the last body hook that he threw? And then old boy took the punch in the hand. Old boy just kind of walked off like, nah, man, I ain't taking no more.
but you
I
want to know?
was wondering why he was skipping away like that.
You want to know what I seen when I watched that video?
What was it?
I seen a guy with a whole lot of cocaine in his system. That's exactly what I seen.
You saying Mike got the cocaine?
Mike is high on cocaine. When he did that workout video, oh, you know he was high. Somebody gonna say, oh, he don't do nothing but smoke weed. Now you crazy. Cocaine is the best drug on earth. Think he gonna stop that shit? You crazy as a motherfucker.
Now, I'll tell you one
That
thing.
man
You
was
can talk
high.
about,
He was amped up.
you can talk about greatness, but I ain't never seen nobody that was as foolish as Mike.
I mean,
Mike was crazy. Y'all ever just look back and seen some of the interviews he did?
Snout your line. You gonna get
say it again.
snout your line.
You gonna be acting the
You gonna
same
be
way.
foolish too. You gonna be,
This man, I eat your children, man. You know what I'm saying? I eat your freaking children, man.
that's cocaine, man.
Ooh, Mike
was high,
Mike
man.
was a beast though, man.
Mike was high, man.
Mike
He
now
was introduced to cocaine.
He reached the pinnacle of success that was, you know, unparalleled, unheard of at the time. Man, Mike, man, was a beast.
And while we on boxing, shout out to Q White the Ghost, man. He will be soon
Key
coming
White.
to Sipp City to get interviewed. We waiting on you, dog. So Everybody go check him out. Q White the Ghost on Instagram. Q White the Ghost on YouTube. Coming straight out of Mississippi. Young junior Olympic champion. Will soon turn pro. So right now he need all the support he can get. So everybody support the home team. You feel me?
Yeah. That boy, I seen some of the video, man. That boy bad.
It's bad, man. I ain't just saying that because he my cousin, but
Yeah.
he different, and he got a chance to be great. He coming straight out of Mississippi, and I don't know no junior Olympic champion to ever come out of Mississippi. So let me do my research before I really just get into it. But I think he may be, if not the first, one of the very few to ever get that medal. So doing big things, man.
Regardless if he the first, second, or the third, it's still a great accomplishment, man, to see a young brother like that that's putting his heart and soul into his craft and he prospering and making some good accomplishments.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? That you can't bypass that no type of way. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Q White the Gold, man. Hey, like you say, you coming. We gonna get you on here. We're gonna let you tell your story and let everybody know where they gonna be able to see you at next.
And when you make it, just remember, you didn't make it.
We
made it.
I can't wait for you to make it. So you could be like, man, this nigga Jordan was so serious. If I just got a taste of what he getting right now, he had it. Man, everybody, man, just imagine being Michael Jordan, man. You wake up, you can't brush your teeth without mother. Hey, Michael. And did you see, like, I watched a whole lot of basketball and a whole lot of history. I remember when I was 6 years old, I had a book this big on the whole entire history of the NBA. Mm-hmm. And never have I ever seen, I think Jordan was the first athlete I seen with a paparazzi media / journalist / all that around him. Them motherfuckers went from this, I'm Michael, them motherfuckers were from here all the way out there, like with mics, and it was so many people around him. I'm like, God, this man can't even fart. This man can't even fart, man.
Well, y'all crazy. I think Magic was like that at one point, though. You know what I'm saying? I think Mr. L.A.
Oh, fact check. Mm-hmm. He's the only one to make it out of Mississippi to become junior Olympic champion. So shout out to that. That's a big major accomplishment.
Yeah.
So
major.
Go ahead.
Yep. No, you
Keep
good,
doing
man.
Good thing. Keep doing good things.
I can't knock it on that part.
I just want to put facts out there because
Yeah.
Keep it up, young brother. Keep it up.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, I seen a couple of your sparring bouts and a couple of bouts that you had. I ain't got the win capacity for you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm running.
They called him the ghost for a reason. They called him the ghost for a reason.
Man, I seen that man slip a punch so hard and give a dude a right cross so quick, bro. I'm talking about it was ridiculous.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, I know his molars got to be loose.
Yeah.
They got to be loose.
He definitely gonna be special.
Shook some shit up.
What? Well, I'm telling you, if you think Mike was hitting hard on the video, you got a young scrapping lad over here that's rocking mud like that. I'm talking, he love tapping cats.
And he ain't no cocaine now. He ain't no cocaine. It's all natural. He ain't no cocaine. Mike was high, man. Oh, I ain't taking away from his talent because I don't want no smoke from the old guys. I had enough. Oh, you gonna disrespect Mike? No, he had the talent, but he was also high. Don't sit there and act like you can't tell that Mike was high 70% of the time.
Why is all the greatest motherfucker named Mike? Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson, Michael Jackson.
You got another Mike coming?
Mike Lowry.
What you bad boys now?
Michael B. Jordan.
I guess Mike just a common name.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't gonna run up on Mike Tyson. Y'all heard about when he was out there in Vegas that time? And it was 3 guys that were trying to rob him. And you know what I'm saying? That he ended up whooping all 3 of the guys that was out there trying to rob him.
I can see that. That was a dumb move.
Yeah, like, man, how you gonna rob this man right here? He knocking people out in 30 seconds, bro.
All you gotta do is pull. If Mike Tyson is ever mad at you, ever, all you gotta do is pull that sack out, and he gonna be your best friend.
Mikey.
So you want
some coke?
Coke?
Want some blow?
You my best friend. You my new best friend.
Want some blow?
Say, man, you got a little blow on your name? got blood.
New best friend.
Oh man, y'all boy wild.
Pat me
Man.
another beer, beer.
Nah, I heard about you had one more.
Yeah,
the brawl on the plane.
Yeah, Spirit Airlines had a fisticuff brawl on the plane because a guy was agitated because he was trying to sleep on the plane and the people wouldn't be quiet. Say he got up and went to commence to want to throw fisticuffs, but ended up got them paws put on him. But this ain't the crazy part, right? It happened in the air. So when they landed in Des Moines, right? The Des Moines police came up there, but they didn't arrest nobody. First thing first, they didn't arrest nobody because they couldn't actually find out who it was until they got back on the plane. These two dudes ran off the plane, went in the bathroom, changed out of their bloody clothes, put on some more clothes, and went back and sat on the plane. They just ended up escorting the dude that started it off of the plane, but nobody got arrested behind it. But it was like a bloody brawl. The crazy part about the flight attendants on there was like, they ain't got nothing to do with us. We don't get paid enough for this.
Biggest thing that I took away from that article was where the plane was going. That should have let you know to sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up.
The biggest story should have been
The plane
you
was.
shouldn't be flying on Spirit.
Well, no.
You shouldn't be flying
But
Spirit.
look,
That would never
guess what-
happen in
guess-
America.
guess what the
American
plane going
Airlines,
to?
Delta Airlines.
Guess where the plane going to?
Where we going, to Colorado or some shit?
No.
Where?
The plane was going to Detroit.
Detroit, Motor City.
Don't fly Spirit to Detroit. That's all you gotta do. Go get you some America or Delta, cause that shit, man, listen.
Man, them niggas
Man.
done put them hands on it.
I'm with D on that, though.
Man, do
for real.
not fly Spirit. You just hear the man
I
say
ain't
the
never
flight
heard of Spirit.
attendants.
That's what we
Exactly.
saying. Spirit will land your ass in an alleyway.
Did you
don't
hear this
even
man
land on
say
Spirit.
the flight attendants was like, just fuck it?
We don't get paid enough for this?
American Airlines would never do that, my guy.
Man, we can
Delta would never do no bullshit like that. Yo, they're going,
You out of here.
Oh,
So
what?
Spirit the ghetto airline.
man, they got Popeyes on that bitch.
Oh, my
Not even, they got churches. for your little snack on that motherfucker. You get you a 3-piece tender and a BK. And what do you call it? Big K.
Yeah, big K drink.
Yeah, the Big K drink.
If they got some of them jalapeno poppers, I might be on that motherfucker.
You can't get no jalapeno poppers.
I love them jalapeno poppers. I don't give a damn.
Boy, y'all, boy, wow. I'm with D though. I will not fly.
Yeah, that's what I learned from that shit. I said, this what these motherfuckers get for flying Spirit.
God damn. Yeah. That's taking a
And when
risk.
did the airline open back up? I'm all lost. I didn't know these motherfuckers even flying.
Man, these motherfuckers been flying with three
So
people
is the
on the
world
plane.
open back up or what?
World is not open.
No.
Man, these folks out here, man. I done seen people. I done seen people on the beach. I done seen people on the coast. I done seen people coming to Mississippi. I done seen people say, I'm finna take a trip.
Yeah.
Some motherfuckers think it's hot girl summer right now.
I'm telling you, they just had a whole lineup at a mall in Chicago where people were lined up to buy, guess what? The Michael Jordans. The new Jordans that just came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they lined up just like on regular release dates.
Damn.
They up in Chicago.
Look, hey y'all. The shoe has already been out.
I don't think y'all necessarily got to keep buying them. Just take care of the one.
I mean, the shoe is just being re-released over and over, and y'all lining up. Come on.
Okay, you have to be a real sneaker guy to It's the same shoe, but it's a better grade shoe.
I can understand it. I can appreciate that, but you know what I'm saying? Just a few of y'all go today. A few of y'all go tomorrow. Y'all ain't gotta be out there like that.
He don't release enough sizes.
That's all it is. He don't release enough.
Yeah, he don't release enough.
To make it a pandemic.
Who? Come on, get it
To
out.
make it pandemonium
Oh, I was finna say.
for the release date, and everybody trying to look. If I ever get in line for a pair of shoes, which has never happened, I never stood in line for a pair of shoes. I don't really like to stand in line. Like I went to Sam's Club the other day. Now they got the line. They can only have so many people in the store at a time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I pulled up. I see a line. I'm like, oh, man, hell no.
Oh,
We got
Lord.
a VIP section in this bitch or something. What you got?
I just wanted to be known that I'm not on it. I'm being good. You ain't finna take me there, so listen. Don't do that. Keep going. I'm not finna get into no foolishness today.
Oh man, y'all boy, wow, man. I think what we can do this here for a second, man. Take a little quick break. You know what I'm saying? Regroup. Pay some water bills if need to be, and man, we come back and we're gonna hit y'all with a little bit more heat after this break. But I do got one thing to say before we take the break, guys. Ooh, baby, I've got Popeyes. We'll be right back.
Do one, stop being afraid to talk to one another. And I mean, really, the enemy sees all of us as one people. We need to see ourselves as one people. I can't sit here and stand this nonsense, this spiritual game banging, intellectual game banging, conscious game banging, and then get mad at the Bloods and Crips for game banging and doing the same thing we doing. I'm tired of that nonsense, brother, and that has expired. The enemy sees all of us as one people. That's real. So if they on the same page, we need to get on the same page, but in a righteous manner, going towards something that goes towards freedom, justice, and equality for our people.
Yeah, let's make some noise for that.
People gonna do? They gonna be barbecuing. They gonna be motherfucking all at their mama house, taking that coronavirus to their mama.
But what you telling them though?
Don't.
Just leave it be.
Don't take the coronavirus to your mama.
Leave it be.
Yes. Take her a gift. Leave it on the porch.
Like an Amazon package.
Yeah. Say, hey, mama, happy Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I ain't trying to come up there.
He got bands with the free bands that I need them.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I mean.
Bands that I need.
I hate it, but you know what I'm saying? This is where we at.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're right. I mean, I was thinking about
what's up, nigga? What a dude.
But I'm saying,
if
y'all
podcast,
do it.
Go follow Sipp City Podcast right now.
Spread
go
out.
tell everybody you know. Go join my live. Fuck. Tell everybody join my live right now.
Chris called me up there. He was talking about, he was like, man,
hold on, we finna go
don't
crazy.
Say this coronavirus, man. We got to do something.
Right.
Don't say nothing because I ain't put it in. Boy, that's what he said.
Crazy.
Don't say nothing because I ain't put it in motion yet. But
oh, my mama, I need the free
Welcome back. We back up on this motherfucking Sipp City Podcast, man. We kind of gave y'all a little free talk there for a second. But,
how long we been goddamn talking?
Yeah. You were just going so good, man. I just didn't want to let all that pass by.
Oh, man, shit.
I just didn't want to let it all pass by. You were talking some good things, man. You know what I'm saying? You already know it's Sipp City Podcast. We back up in here again. You know what I'm saying? We're going to shoot it for the win. No, I can't rap. I can't do shit. But,
shoot for the win. I like that.
But nah, man. We back, man. Came back from that little break right quick. Like I say, we back to give y'all a few more pointers and some more heat for y'all ISIS. You know what I'm saying? And I guess we kind of want to go into something that we kind of touched on it earlier about, you know what I'm saying, black activism and things of that nature. But, you know, and it was a question that was proposed, you know what I'm saying, from the young guy over here. And I want to let him start on it because he really got, you know what I'm saying, something to say about it. It's about basically what does it take to be considered a leader in the community, particularly the black community. And he had some good things to talk on that a while back, and I want him to expound on that.
Basically, my question really was for my two compadres here. I just wanted to know, like, you know what I'm saying, what are the, I'm not going to say requirements, but that's kind of what I'm getting at, because now it seems like the your resume don't have to be that long, or all you really have to do is speak well and have a few degrees, and bam, you're a black leader. And my thing to black people, to all my people that I love so dearly, is that we need to not be so easily influenced, because some of these leaders that has pronounced themselves as leaders, I never known no leader that had to tell people that I'm a leader.
Dr. Umar Johnson, go ahead.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I never in my life seen a true leader that had to tell you I'm a leader. It's just natural. You are a leader, people automatically follow you. You don't have to ask. You see what I'm saying? So I just want to get to y'all and just see, like, you know what I'm saying, with the black leaders that we have now, or that has appointed themselves to be black leaders or black activists or things in that nature. Because the real reason why I said it, because when things get serious, you know, like I had a problem with Dr. Umar Johnson. You know, it kind of hurt me. Then when Kobe died, he seen that as an opportunity for him to like mislead black people the wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I took that as me like this is a person I would normally listen to, but right now I know he is throwing out straight garbage. He has no facts. He's spitting out straight garbage. You got people that's following it. They're saying that same thing. They're saying Kobe not dead, or like I understand you feel how you feel, but let that be known. Don't come off as if you know exactly what you're talking about. Then you got a bunch of people. Let's say, for instance, with this coronavirus situation, you had a lot of black leaders that were saying that this coronavirus situation is just a bunch of BS. And now that they see people are being affected by it, or people close to them are affected by it, now they have a different view. Talk to me.
What you got there on it, T?
Well, I look at it like this. Anytime you get a person that's a leader, they have to have certain qualities. You know what I'm saying? You got to have qualities that people want to listen to you, or you know, or take your advice. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, if you got leaders, just say for instance, like the mayor, Chokwe Lumumba. You know what I'm saying? Very well-spoken gentleman. You know what I'm saying? Got great ideas. Put, you know, different policies in place. But then when you do that, you know, you always gonna have that pushback. You know what I'm saying? And now I can expect the pushback from other communities because they don't want to do what a black leader tell them to do anyway. But what happens is we will end up falling right in those footsteps. And you never give a person a chance. Like right even after the election when he was elected, you know what I'm saying? They want to talk about the roads and the conditions. That this man ain't even been in office long enough to address these issues or give him a chance. This has been a problem that's been years in the making. You think he gonna solve it in the first week he get elected? So I feel like we don't do enough to stand behind those leaders when they do get in those positions.
See, I don't want to get it misconstrued. You know what I'm saying? You got good politicians and you got good leaders. It's different. You see what I'm saying? Chokwe is an excellent politician. But if you ask me if he's a good leader, or if he's a leader, period, the answer is no.
Give me something more. Give me an example of where he showed poor leadership.
That's just me because like Key White the Ghost, you know what I'm saying? He seen Chokwe, you know, they was on the street really coming up with donation to get him to the Junior Olympics. You see what I'm saying? Because like I say, we ain't rich now. Everything that he do and the money that he get to go to these places come from people donate to him, people support him. So he talked to Chokwe. Him and my uncle talked to Chokwe. Was like, Chokwe, just come down to the gym, see what's going on, and you know what I'm saying, just show a little support. Not really. They ain't asked for no money. Now they just told him to come down and really see the positivity that we got going on with these young kids. Got a bunch of young kids in the Boston gym using their aggression as positive art and turning their aggression into a positive art. And that's not really big in Jackson, not only Jackson, but Mississippi, period.
Correct.
So instead of doing that, you know what I'm saying, he was the first one to go holler at Drake, though, when Drake came down here. When Drake came down here, he was the first one in the building, like, let me take a picture with Drake. So that just let me know, like, you know what I'm saying, he's a politician. You know what I'm saying, you do things like that. You know what I'm saying, a real leader would have made sure he, you know what I'm saying, made sure he showed support to his people before he made I would say, not I would say a publicity stunt. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. I can accept it, but that's just what it is. I'm gonna call it like I see it. Leader, no. Great politician, yeah, of course.
I mean, I feel like as far as what qualities it might take to become a leader, it's really it's something that's embedded within you already.
Already.
You ain't got to be out here and somebody got to tell you, oh, you a leader. You know what I'm saying? You can play it off of how a pastor would say that he was called to preach versus these self-proclaimed pastors that go to seminary school and all of a sudden want to start a church. You know what I'm saying? Back then you had people that were teachers, not preachers. But as far as speaking on the leadership side, like I said, it's something that's in you that brings that quality out to say, I can vibe with what this person is saying, and they got some great ideas for the community. Not just he looks good in a suit, he can articulate well, and he good at getting Facebook posts.
Yeah, I don't mean to cut you off, but it's more to having good ideas though.
Yeah.
Like just because like you said, all that on top of having good ideas, you still have to. A leader don't just keep on coming up with good ideas. He implement them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? He take action.
He don't talk about it. He be about it.
So I think that's like what as black people should start looking at. Like, don't listen to what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure you heard the quote. You know what I'm saying? Believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. You see what I'm saying? And then what we need to get back to, like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like
I believe as black people, we have done enough talking. We have done enough kumbaya. We have done enough voting. We have done enough. I'm not discrediting it though. I'm not saying that we didn't come very far doing it. We have. We have came very, very far with those tactics. You see what I'm saying? They were very great tactics, but we stop now or we keep going? I'm gonna ask the old school. Do we stop now or do we keep trying to get better? We keep coming up with new ideas. We keep supporting our true leaders. We keep doing things to see one day, it might not be our lifetime, one day we put things in place that one day the people of color get what they deserve. Or do we just be okay with what was done in the past?
Well, see, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, that's a great point. You don't rest on your laurels. You don't be like, okay, I'm here. We all right. No, you keep pushing the envelope forward. And as far as leadership is concerned, yeah, you have to hold those leaders accountable when they, you know what I'm saying, it just can't be lip service. You know what I'm saying? You got to go out there and make things happen, but at the end of the day, you also have to be realistic also. A lot of things that leaders do, you know what I'm saying, they're not doing a real leader, you know what I'm saying? They're not doing it for the shine or for themselves, like you point out with Lil Mama. If he's doing that for the shine or for himself, then yeah, I mean, what are you getting out of that? You know what I'm saying? My thing is, you should be wanting to go support the youth. That's the biggest thing or the biggest issue that we having right now. Is if you feel like they are not being supported. So yeah, that would have been a perfect opportunity to show, hey, I'm here, but not like you say.
If he would have shed some light on that, you never know what kid you could have saved.
Yeah.
If you shed light on, okay, we have another place. We have places where young people could go and be positive.
But at the end of the day, I feel like
that's a big lack in today's black community.
I feel like we should also just to point out, and I ain't talking about the lifelong career politicians that ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about it's basically time for some new blood. And that's why I did like, you know what I'm saying, that he was a young man that got in the office. You know what I'm saying? He don't have the same views that these old heads got. You know what I'm saying? That's been in there for years, stuck in their ways, don't want to move the envelope forward and change. You know what I'm saying? So I do, you know what I'm saying, it's time for that new young vision, that new leadership to come through and push that envelope, you know what I'm saying, further than what the envelope was pushed before them.
Yeah. I mean, even in saying that, now you gotta realize just because you got the new blood in there, or you got the new younger voice that's in there, it's still in the same corrupt system. You see what I'm saying?
Correct.
So
True.
you got to correct the system before you can correct the person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's easy for one of us to go. I ain't gonna say it's easy, but just say for instance, one of us ran to be mayor of Jackson or whatever, right? It's very easy to go in there and run and do that and blah 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 blah. But then if I'm going into the situation and I still got the same figureheads that's sitting there talking the same thing. Nah, Jackson ain't nothing. We not gonna invest no money. We gonna pull this. We gonna gentrify this. We gonna stop that. You know what I'm saying? But then, what good is it for me even to be in there? Now, as far as talking about leadership in the black community itself, that goes hand in hand. Why would I keep sitting back listening to Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, and these cats ain't never really did nothing but exploit black opportunity? Did you catch, you know what I'm saying, a young
Taking
person?
advantage of our brain because we so easily manipulated.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like you talking
Absolutely.
about Dr. Umar Johnson. Dr. Umar Johnson, man, came out with a petition a few years ago where he was trying to open up a school to be able to educate black people. He ended up taking the funds and using the fund for his own personal. The school ain't never showed itself about. So, you know what I'm saying? When he brought me what Dr. Umar said about, you know what I'm saying, Kobe and how, you know what I'm saying, Kobe wasn't dead or it was the Illuminati that killed Kobe and all that type of stuff.
Let me tell you my story.
Mm-hmm.
The real problem I had with him is when he had got pissed off or real mad and was beefing with another guy.
Couple of them. I remember what you talking about.
Or a couple guys
Mm-hmm.
for pushing the same agenda.
Right.
But just because they were getting a little shine from it,
And he wouldn't.
and he felt like they were taking off his plate.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's not true leadership. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, if I see, if you got a message that really inspired me, and I push it and give you all the credit, just like it's just the same thing with Malcolm X and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Mm-hmm.
He never took credit from that. He always pushed the Honorable Elijah Muhammad agenda forward until he came up with his own.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And they knew that one day that would happen. But my thing is, like, if you're a true leader and this is the real big picture and this is what you're doing it for, you are doing this for your message to get out to the masses, for you to inspire other people to do better and let's come together and be united.
Yeah.
In the middle of that, just because somebody got some YouTube views and maybe is finna put themselves in the opportunity to bring more awareness, bring more money, bring more attention to the cause, why are you mad? It gotta be because you ain't no real leader.
Nah. I'm gonna hate to say it like this, but I'm gonna say it. Niggas hate to be outshined. Niggas hate it. You know what I'm saying? I heard a quote from a cat by the name of Zoe Williams where he was like, basically in so many words, you can't stunt on the Caucasian man. Because if you go out there and you get a Bentley, and you got a Bentley, and you think that's gonna affect the Caucasian man that's already in power, the wicked people that's already in power, you're not stunting on them. You stunting on your next brother. Where instead, you know what I'm saying, you ain't gotta get the Bentley. You know what I'm saying? Get the Camaro or whatever. You know
Have
what I'm
y'all ever
saying?
seen Planet of the Apes?
Yeah.
Y'all know the Caesar.
Yeah.
He was basically the king of the jungle.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? His brother, well, I ain't gonna say his brother, his real brother, but his right hand man, Cobra, he hated humans so much that the hate for humans overpowered the love for his own people.
Mm-hmm.
And he ended up putting his own people in danger because of hatred. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we know there's an enemy and it's not going nowhere, but sometimes we gotta just forget about what the white man doing. Stop
Chasing a dream and stuff.
I ain't gonna say chasing the dream. Stop dwelling on the negative I ain't gonna say dwelling on the negative. Dwelling on the obvious that they're trying to keep us down. Let's come together. I think if we love one another, come together and really everybody say I love my people, but just like Dr. Umar Johnson just said he love his people. One of your own is coming up pushing the same agenda that you pushing, and you decide to shoot them down. That's not love, bro.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? If we all come together as one, we can be so powerful. But once somebody get a little shine, once somebody get a little money in their pocket, once the white man get in your pocket, it's a whole different ball game. It's a whole different ball game because a white man can give you something that a nigga, I ain't gonna say a nigga, that a black man or a color person can never give you. But also a person of color can give you something a white man can never give you. And that's true love for the person you really are and what you stand for.
Not using you for what you got.
You see what I'm saying?
I
True
agree.
love for
I
your
agree.
mind, true love for your culture, true love for... That's why somebody always asks me, you know what I'm saying, why you ain't never dated no white girl? Because I feel like a white girl can never truly understand me. You see what I'm saying? She don't understand the person I am and what I truly come from. See what I'm saying? So I just don't, I don't know. I just think we need to stop being so easily manipulated just because somebody speaks well and they got a few degrees, but no action. You see what I'm saying?
Action.
I like Ritter Islam. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
He pretty good because, like I said, I see him. He's actually showing you that, okay, not only do I speak well, not only am I educated, I'm out here 10 toes down.
Yeah.
Day and night, 10 toes down. That's somebody I can trust.
Yeah, I'm putting.
You might have my best interests at heart.
Yep.
Because not only a true, and I learned this being in the military, a true leader never asks one of their lower enlisted soldiers to do something that they wouldn't do. Never.
Absolutely.
That's how you gain the respect of everybody.
Yep.
I'm not going to ask you to do nothing that I wouldn't do.
Yep.
So that'll make them do it. See what I'm saying?
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we got leaders out here nowadays that, in so many words, like you say, they're good speakers. They articulate very well. But we can tell they don't mean us no good. But because they might spew a little bit of information that we agree with, then, oh, well, that's the person I follow. That's this person, that's that person. In so many words, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't even think we should be following nobody. I think we should all be in a position of leadership, but lead what's in your realm.
Because everybody's situation different.
True. You know what I'm saying? You right on that.
Everybody's situation different. I came from a whole different background than you came from. The way you feel might not be the same way I feel because I seen you know what's really becoming like more norm than not now is mixed families.
Yeah.
You have a whole lot of more mixed families than probably ever before. You see what I'm saying? So of course, them kids gonna grow up in a whole different headspace and not gonna I ain't gonna say agree with, but not gonna have the same issues as John from the hood. You see what I'm saying? We don't share the same issues. Your school fucked up. I go to a great school. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like I say.
I think we end up getting sidetracked and getting blinded. You know what I'm saying? Because we really hadn't figured out who we are. So you tend to take on somebody else's.
And I think we got
stance,
a lot of. I think we take a lot of pressure from our own to kind of try to tell us who we are.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of pressure from our own people that
like,
trying to tell you like that's not a black thing.
But that's just like the
You're not supposed to be doing
But
it.
that's just like the political process.
It's who I am,
when
though.
We used to discuss a lot, and you like, well, what do he stand for? Or this and that. Have you checked that out? And you really, if it really was what you stood for, in a lot of instances, I'm like, y'all, you probably wouldn't vote for either one of them. You know what I'm saying? Because if you going on your principles, then it probably wouldn't align. But just because maybe they hit, you know what I'm saying, pretty much a lot of maybe some of the things that you stand for, and then you're like, well, I will align with this person. But what is that gland? That all-seeing eye?
The pineal gland.
We need to start that eye looks out, and you should use that to look in. That's all it is. It's saying that you know, but you're not even sure how to even grasp what that represents.
And I'm looking at the situation we're in now, And that's with the political situation, that's with the economic situation, that's with us as black people. The reason why we're in the situation we're in now, I just brought the analogy with the Planet of the Apes, is because of hate. We are currently letting our hate for Donald Trump affect every decision, every outlook we have on what's going on in today.
That is, you keeping it a book right there.
We all in our hate for Donald Trump. Fuck our mind. Okay, Donald Trump can come out and say some good shit, but you ain't gonna agree with it just because, or you better not agree with it because guess what? These black people in the corner gonna be like,
oh, you one of them.
Oh, you one of them.
You one of them.
I disagree with that. I mean, it's not even about what he says no more. I could care less what he says. I just feel like is how he carries himself and how he's represented the office. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even about that because we already know, you know, he's very limited in power. You know what I'm saying? It's other people that's running this thing. But you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if I was your boss, right, and I ran a company, but I'm paying your paycheck, but I handled you, you know what I'm saying? I had an environment where it was bad. You know what I'm saying? You didn't even like coming to work. You know what I'm saying? Because I put in that environment that, hey, y'all ain't shit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I did to y'all, you know what I'm saying, to make you feel that way, you ain't really want to fuck with it no more. Y'all like, you know, I just come to get my paycheck. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing nothing extra, so fuck it. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing I'm saying. The leadership, like you said about leadership, sets the tone. So I can't give him a pass if he's setting a bad tone. I mean, if you're a leader of the United States, you're supposed to be a leader for all people. So I ain't worried about the tone you sit over there or over here. I can see through it, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? I shouldn't give you a pass just because you the president.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, I never seen this all my years of living. You know what I'm saying? I ain't that old. But, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, I know you probably gonna disagree because you have seen way more than I have. But not one president that has been elected since I've been born, nobody was satisfied with.
No.
Not one.
No. It'll never be.
I'm talking about not one president since I've been alive.
I'll tell you, it'll be presidents that'll have a higher approval rating over, you know what I'm saying, like Republicans and Democrats. You know what I'm saying?
We can start at Ronald Reagan and on down. It's just been.
You'll have people that have a higher rate.
I'm talking about.
So who's the best president ever?
It ain't one.
According to the people, cause shit.
You got your opinion.
George Bush wasn't shit. Ronald Reagan wasn't shit. George Bush's son wasn't shit.
Bill Clinton wasn't shit.
Bill Clinton wasn't shit. Barack Obama wasn't shit. Now Donald Trump ain't shit. So listen, it ain't changed. What have changed?
Jimmy Carter was a good
president. Nothing. Who was that?
Jimmy Carter.
Did you go back to Jimmy Carter?
Jimmy Carter was a good president.
He was president, but that motherfucker, that was years.
Was I alive?
No, you wasn't even born.
and Barack Obama was a good president.
Man, Barack Obama wasn't shit.
See what I'm saying?
And I'm just gonna tell you, Barack Obama falls in the same alignment as Donald Trump.
Get the fuck out of here, man! Come on, man. Nobody don't even want to. Nobody. It's not even comparable.
Sipp City moment.
One is a president and a leader, or even like I say, I used to work in a store that I didn't know anything about. Right? It was an electronics store. I didn't know a whole lot about electronics. You know what I'm saying? My supervisor told me, he said, look, the people that's coming in here looking at this stuff, they don't know you don't know. You feel me? So just fake it till you make it. So I would go up there and say a lot of gibberish or bullshit, but I didn't come across like that, you know what I'm saying? I made them feel more comfortable, you know what I'm saying?
So what you're saying is Barack Obama was better because he made us feel more comfortable?
Why would I wanna? Okay, go ahead. I'm just saying.
Oh, go ahead, please.
I'm asking.
Why would I want to, as the leader, okay, to come in, if it's a fire in the building right now, right? Why would I want to be, as the leader, coming in with panic? The fire way down there, right? And just panic. Or I can say, hey, guys, you know, it's a fire. We got it contained. But let's all move
in an orderly fashion.
Out
Out
of here.
the door.
Let's get
So
the fuck out
so
of
when
here.
the leader tell you, oh, the coronavirus here, but it's contained, but it's not, they tell you you're gonna be mad as a motherfucker.
But he lied.
You motherfucker told me the fire was contained.
Nah, that
Now we're
motherfucker-
my ass out there got burnt.
Yeah.
No, you didn't even get burned. Motherfucking hot water heater blew up and bow. But no, man, like, bro, we all got to realize this. It's for presidential candidates and presidents that sit in office. All they shit is scripted. They got people that literally sit down and write all their scripts out for them to walk up to a podium and say, Barack Obama had it, Donald Trump got it. The only thing that we don't like about Donald Trump is we know Donald Trump ain't for us, and he basically says it every time he talks.
But what president besides Barack Obama since I've been alive has been?
Now.
Other, you know what I'm saying? Only reason why we get Bill Clinton
Jimmy
plan
Carter.
is because he got his dick sucked in the White House.
Jimmy
And
Carter.
he played the
was
saxophone on Arsenio Hall. Oh, he's the first black
And he
president.
fucking Michael Jordan. He fucking Michael Jordan.
But then look, the killing part about it is Donald Trump used to be, you know what I'm saying?
He fucking Mike.
He used to fuck with a lot of athletes and had, you know what I'm
Because he's a
saying?
businessman.
But he still was saying the same shit back then. Now.
Yeah, he was.
He wasn't saying nothing.
He wouldn't even
wasn't
rent his
saying.
room to black. He wouldn't
Dude.
even rent Trump
Yeah.
Towers to black folks.
You ever seen that little series when they see us?
'Cause
With
we
the-
don't give a
the-
fuck
the-
when it
the
come to
part
money.
five.
We'll be like, okay, we'll turn a blind eye to it. Fuck him. He just hung 2 niggas up the street, but he want to goddamn fuck with me because he a billionaire.
But see-
Okay, yeah, Donald Trump.
That's the same thing we saying about the black leaders. They do the same thing. Wait a minute, hold on. We had a whole congressional black caucus that went up there and smiled and cheesed with Donald Trump, and wasn't nobody in their ass. They had the whole picture on Facebook. Trump tweeted it. It's like these are the people that we got representing us.
I mean, what did you expect them to do? What did you expect them to do?
Nothing but them
Did you
taking
expect them to go-
advantage
did you-
of your weak
Did you expect
mind.
them? Did you expect them to go in there and slap him?
no.
Yes. Hell,
ain't
after
gotta
the
do it.
shit that came out his mouth,
Man, you
after
had-
the shit that came, you talk about the shit that he done said. So he don't deserve for nobody to put pause on him. After some of the shit he done said.
I ain't saying that.
So what the fuck? I do expect that if you really, that's just like somebody saying something about your motherfucking mama. If they say something just too disrespectful, they gonna get pause put on them, man.
He should. He deserve it.
You see what I'm saying? So they're my people. You disrespected my people to the point of I ain't never seen a president disrespect my people this much ever. Not blatantly out in the media on Twitter, just like fuck you,
Basically.
fuck you, and then fuck
I
you
mean,
some more. I'm gonna build a wall for y'all niggas next.
Just stay out. Yo,
Yeah,
go back. I'm just waiting on the motherfucker to say go back to Africa.
In so many words.
When he say that, oh, he gonna
done
get
said it.
slapped.
He
gonna
said,
get
if you
slapped.
don't like it here, go back to where you come from.
I'm
Go
standing
back.
my ass right here.
He said,
I don't know what's over there.
then you know what he said? He said go back to them shithole countries.
Take your ass over there. I'm standing right here. I am right here because this is where my mama was from. This is where my grandmama is from. My daddy. I don't know nobody from Africa. I don't know nobody in Africa.
Right.
I was here before they were.
Huh?
I'm saying I'm Native American.
You're a Native
You
American?
really, yeah, for sure. You
Yeah.
were here.
Okay.
But I think they were Mexicans though. But go ahead.
Mexican. I mean, it's
They-
all
they
about the
been-
same.
They
Native
been here, they
American.
right there. What stopped them from coming over
We
here?
all our little brothers.
They all out of brothers.
Yeah, Mexican.
Y'all cousins somewhere down the line.
Native
y'all a
American.
mixed breed.
Motherfucking
Y'all,
goddamn.
they might be Native American, white and Mexican, and bam, they go Indian.
Well,
That is.
That might be it.
That is.
well, you know, I get where you coming from, where they stem from the DNA of Africa and stuff like that. Before it's like what I was talking about when we bringing up the black leaders taking a picture with the Congressional Black Caucus taking pictures with Trump, and you had the pastors and all that stuff up there. That's where we talking about the manipulation of the mind that is for it being a black leader.
I think you may be talking about them pastors. I don't even know if it was the
Man, Jesse
Congressional
Jackson was in
Black
that motherfucking everything, bro.
But Jesse Jackson don't represent nobody but himself
That's
and the
what
Rainbow Coalition.
Who's the Rainbow Coalition?
That's Jesse Jackson
Foundation.
Foundation.
Yeah. That's why Jesse Jackson ain't never went nowhere. That's why he couldn't make it as president. For one, everybody know Jesse Jackson was full of shit as well.
It really one time. I don't think it was time for a black president at that
What?
time.
Jesse made a good run for it,
He
no?
make shit.
It wasn't time.
He made a good run for it, but Jesse
There was
was
too
gonna,
much shit going on.
Jesse
at
was
that
gonna
time.
Jesse was gonna fuck the White House up.
Oh, this is Jesse Jackson, and listen, I love black people.
I love black people.
I'm just fucking. But I mean, in real talk though, man, when I say this shit is scripted, bro, this shit is scripted. This is a play.
Cause Donald Trump giving these folks these bans, these free bans. Get what?
that hit president.
Donald Trump ain't so bad, huh?
Man, you know, he's not too bad.
If y'all let Donald Trump
Bye, y'all.
win this next election, I'm really, you know what I'm saying?
If y'all, what you
I'm
mean?
just saying. If y'all let Donald Trump win this next election that's coming up in November 2020, I would much rather elect Mike Tyson or an alien from Mars
Goddamn.
or any goddamn body versus Donald Trump.
Want me to be honest with you, bro?
if that happens, you know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna say? I'm through with y'all Negroes. I'm through. I'm fucking through.
Donald Trump done already won that motherfucker.
Shit, the stimulus did that.
You could cancel
Tonight we are sipping on this Crown Royal Nova Collection French oak cask finished whiskey. So if anybody familiar with it, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's a good drink.
It's very smooth.
I need to get me a cup.
Smooth as a baby's ass.
I'm gonna do a taste test. I ain't got nothing to drink in.
Well, I'll be damned. But
You mind give me a cup? Hey, there, right there.
that's one of our audience members sitting back there. He's speaking with, you know, they come up from time to time and view the show. I know they be quiet, but it's all good. But man, look, I'm telling you, as far as us in this black community and looking for new leaders, you don't have to look for new leaders, man. Shit, we got people out here. You yourself could be a leader. You just gotta lead in the right direction. That's gonna be able to. That's gonna be able to, you know what I'm saying? In so many words, give you what you're looking for. I'm kind of like Young Gun over it. The old Ritter was the stepping stone. We need to take that step and move forward and become a little bit better at what it is. Yes, our ancestors fought for us to have the right to vote. We vote and it's not getting us nowhere. So what do we do next? Do we keep voting, keep repeating the same process, and keep living in the same system that we living in, or we find a way to change the system? Because we already see voting is not changing the system. You know what I'm saying? Do we keep electing the same officials out here that's running the same rate? We're gonna clean up the streets. We're gonna do away with criminals. We're gonna do away with drugs. You know, we're gonna make sure we provide universal health care and all this. This shit been talked about for years. You gotta clean the fish bowl before you can put some new fish in it.
You wanna know who's a true leader in Mississippi and Jackson, period?
Who that?
The only motherfucker that I would put my trust in right now?
Who that?
Benny Thompson.
He's the one you need.
I'm telling you, he put his it ain't
Lifelong
about what he say.
Y'all want to talk about?
He put his feet
whoever,
in the fire, man.
Y'all talk about that, but no, it's not Benny Thompson.
Who is it?
I can't think of his name.
You better not be talking about Kenny Stokes.
Kenneth Stokes.
Kenneth Stokes, yes.
Kenneth Stokes.
I fuck with Kenneth Stokes too.
Kenny Stokes will tell you some real shit now.
Now he'll pull up on you.
Yeah.
Like, he done came to like look, these people I'm talking about like, but ain't they killed the real leader, and that's Mr. Milton.
Oh, Frank.
They killed old Frank, but these people I seen come to my school.
I thought Frank had a heart attack.
Come on, man. You know, man, niggas don't have heart attacks like that, man. That's some white shit, man. Y'all like listen. Any nigga you
Now, what I heard about Frank, and I don't hope there's no disrespect nobody that's kin to him or whatever, but what I heard about Frank was going around busting them drug dealers to get the drugs to take home and smoke.
I never heard that story.
And then listen, the way he was busting drugs,
I mean,
it ain't that much dope to smoke.
It ain't that much dope to smoke.
I just made that up.
Man,
you would wake up one morning, Frank Melton, and shut down the whole hood.
I'm telling you, Frank Miller was the only mayor I ever knew. Bust off the paddy wagon, nigga, with a shotgun, talking about I'm coming in. He ain't waiting for no police chief.
You can respect that, like as a, you know what I'm saying.
You know,
as a you know what I'm saying, as a Jacksonian, I can respect it.
But I was always
he ain't send the people. He came like direct. Like you gotta look at me. He ain't send nobody to go handle his dirty work, and that's the type of leader I'm talking about. Somebody who's not gonna expect things from me that they're not doing themselves.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We got to stop looking at like you said, we got to stop looking at these people just because they can speak fluently
and put a suit on
and look
and got a nice little following. That don't mean you. What have you done for me lately?
You're not a leader. I mean, in that
as Jared Jones say.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You look at Bishop like Bishop Pastor T.D. Jakes. He might do a little something in the small community where he is. But, I mean, in so many words, you out here and you got this big flat point, you got this multi-million-dollar church. But that's not a leader.
You can't.
When they told me
get out TD now.
Hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute, D.
He old now though, man.
Hold on. When they told me, look, when we went out there, we looked across the lake. I was like, what is that? They said, that's the Potter's house. That's the Potter house. That's the church. That's T.D. Jake. I said, oh, okay. I said, let's go to over there. Let's go check out T.D. Jake. They said, You think you can get up in there and go on the front pew?
Shit, nigga, them seats
That's reserved.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? You gotta be baller status.
You know what I'm saying? Which I ain't knocking. You know what I'm
feel
saying?
me? So I looked at it like this, and I seen somebody post this too. They say all the preachers is waiting for the coronavirus to end so they can start back healing and perform a miracle.
Hey, what that coat at now?
Give me a miracle.
Hey, wow.
Make a magic trick happen right now and make something that disappeared reappear. My God. Make something that disappeared.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
But I do. I think that we look at the wrong people to try to lead us as a community. First thing first, we gotta gather. We gotta get together as a community even before we can say we got community leaders. We're not even together as a community. You know what I'm saying? We see one guy out here riding in a Cadillac, and I got a Toyota, and I'm hating. I mean, why? So what? He got a Cadillac. I guarantee you, 9 times out of 10, probably Cadillac probably got a note on it, but your Toyota, you don't. But why you hating on him because he got a Cadillac? I'm just using that as a simplistic ass example. But who cares what the next person got? It don't matter. What we need to be doing is worry about what we got as a whole, which is not a whole lot of nothing. We got a whole lot of people that's sitting around here waiting on.
No. I'll take that back. As a whole, we got a whole lot of something, but separate, we ain't got shit.
We ain't got nothing.
Well, okay, I change.
If black people come together now,
that's a ill.
I would put that shit together now.
Like I said,
together we got some shit.
Like I said before, you know what I'm saying, and we talked about this on previous podcasts.
I wish I could smell this.
It smells great. It smells wonderful, and it tastes really good. Also, but like I said before, if we would, you know what I'm saying, just start growing, you know what I'm saying, small gardens, you know what I'm saying, not supporting that industry where we are totally dependent on it for everything. Just think if everybody grew cucumbers or if everybody grew their own lettuce and tomatoes, you know what I'm saying, each one of these things on their own are $1 billion industry.
You see, and it kind of, what you're speaking on now kind of like really showed itself in the past couple of months because the first scare of the, you know what I'm saying, the government shutting down, what did everybody do?
Buy up all the tissue and paper towel.
They can't depend on nothing else. You know, they dependent on, oh Lord, if they shut down, I am done. I can't do nothing.
So now you can't go in the grocery store.
I'm 100% dependent on the motherfucker I claim not to like.
Yeah, and now you can't go get meat now. You go in the stores, there's not a lot of meat. You know what I'm saying? You can't get no, especially ground beef and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So really, it's time for us to start taking, you know what I'm saying, these steps to start being a little bit more independent. If we need to shout out to Tim White.
It's all about the W.
All about the W. I watch him. He growing, you know what I'm saying, his garden and plants and everything. And I'm like, man, I could do this myself, you know what I'm saying? But it's just about having the motivation to get out there and go on and do it. I feel like, because
you gonna start a garden?
Yes.
I'm gonna salt the shit out of it. My bad. I'm fucking with you, bro.
Don't show my garden, man. Don't you fucking do that.
Don't
you do that to me.
You want to go into your random rant? Or you want it to be a little bit more random?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Hey, my random rant tonight is real simple.
Yeah.
This Crown Royal Reserve is very good, baby. You know, hey,
This nigga done hit us with the 70s. Say,
very
baby.
good, baby. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Say, Jack.
this is what we do. Sipp City, I feel like, yeah, okay, another random rant. I feel like if we Sipp City, we should be sipping more. We not sipping a goddamn enough on Sipp fucking City. By the time this motherfucker end, we should be motherfucker damn near passed out. I'm finna start showing y'all what the fuck I got in my mother. We gonna start sending liquors out and sampling this shit, tasting what y'all want to taste this week, next week. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let's do it. We are Sipp City. We drink every fucking day of the week.
Except when it's showtime.
And I drinks no water. Period.
Your level is
Let's
fucked
drink
up.
water.
I drink water now.
Drink water. Goddamn.
I guess that was my random rant.
Yeah, that was a real rant right there.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting to see what bottle he bring. D, I kind of want to go ahead and start the rap. So, I mean, I want to go into your final thought.
I just want to say, like I say, look forward to big things coming from Sipp City. I myself and my two partners here are working very hard in the street pushing Sipp City. So we got some things lined up. We got some surprises for y'all. We getting better every day. We getting better every week. Every show is getting better, and we learning. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all watching the growth of Sipp City. We continuously learning. We continuously trying to get better. So y'all stay tuned. Y'all stay fucking with us. Like, subscribe, share, comment, share. Add it to your notification. Anytime Sipp City drops something, you will know what's going on. So y'all stay tuned with us. We really trying to connect with y'all. That's really what, you know what I'm saying? Of course, one day we hope to, you know what I'm saying, make a name for ourselves, but we're really trying to make a name for y'all. We're trying to give all the people who do not have a voice a chance to come out and have a voice and have an opinion and have something to say. Everybody got something to say, and Sipp City is a place where you can come and let it be known to the world how you feeling, and you can get your little sip in the process. So hey, we quarantining and we sipping. You know what I mean?
That's how we do it.
That's how I go. I mean, I want to say it like this, you know what I'm saying? We do got some things in the works when we talk about it, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, like I say, everything ain't going to happen when you want it to, but it's going to happen right on time, as you Christian folk like to say. At the same time, you know what I'm saying, we got Mother's Day coming up. I want to say shout out to all the moms out there that has led a good life for your kids. And you know, you showed your kids the way of the world and how they supposed to be.
And I don't mean to cut you off, but shout out to the moms that when they told their baby daddy they were pregnant, he hit you with the, is it mine? Shout out to y'all because y'all kept it strong.
Yeah.
Right then, there could have been something that y'all could have been like, I'm finna go have an abortion. But y'all stayed true.
No, that nigga didn't say is it, man. That nigga say it ain't.
It ain't mine. Shout out to y'all because y'all kept it 100. You know what I mean? Y'all didn't just give up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all kept it going. But go ahead.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I like I said, I want to give a shout out to my mama. I appreciate you keeping me. You know, I didn't know if I was going to be here or not. I'm playing. I love you, mama. But at the same time, I want to give a shout out to all the moms out there. Even if you fucked up, I'm giving a shout out to you too. You know, you need a little support sometimes. Maybe. I don't know. I guess. I even want to give a shout out to the ones that doesn't have them snatched out. Shit, your little dead baby remnants is haunting you right now. Ooh, mama. No, I'm playing. Man, this been Sipp City, man. And we gonna come back at y'all next week, man. We got Mr. FOED White sitting over here. We got Mr. TEZ rants when he want to. Y'all already know how it goes. Sipp City Podcast. We out. Oh, and I've got Popeyes.